This is your house?
Yeah.
Happy with it?
I will be.
And you got it for 13k under the asking price?
Yeah, identified a few problems. The fact that there's a creek running underneath the house.
Oh, is there?
The fact that there's a lot of damp, problems with the flooring.
And none of that scared you off?
Nah.
Wow, brave. There are certain rooms that you want to do up, is that correct?
Going to obviously do all the kids' rooms to their liking. The bathroom needs a solution, it's tiny.
And as for the outside of the property,
Yeah.
what is your take on the pebble dash?
There are no words. It's pretty ugly, isn't it? But that will change, I think.
Curb appeal is super important, isn't it? I know it adds like 2 to 3% on top of the price of the property. So what is the budget overall?
20,000.
Your list of renovations is quite extensive. So how do you plan on getting the most out of that money?
Daddy!
That sounds like me. Please help, Dad.
I'm really fortunate. My dad's a retired builder.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's really helping with the finances.
Single mum Paula is trying to transform the worst house on the street into her dream home on a budget of just £20,000. But there's damp coming through the floor from a creek that runs underneath the house. So Dad, Stan, who's a retired builder, is trying his best to fix it.
We're going to put a lot of loose stone in the bottom, so if the water rises, it's got somewhere to run. And then independent of that, we're going to put some visqueen and a concrete flooring.
A damp course is a physical barrier used in a building to stop water rising. And as not many homes have a stream running beneath them, Stam is taking no chances.
So this is a secondary damp course. You insert these rods, and the chemical spreads and causes a barrier throughout the joint and the brick.
I've sorted the floor out, so the water now still there, still flowing through, but there's a decent layer of concrete and membrane protecting the floor. So we shouldn't be in any danger of any water coming through the floorboards, so happy with that.
Do your kids realise how big of a deal this is for you, do you think?
Each of them have said in their own ways, you know, this is a big deal for me, and it, you know, and for all of us as well as a family. And the fact that everyone's pulled together, they've really recognised that as well, which is really lovely for them.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Elsie said to me the other day, she said, "Mum, what's a sentence you never thought you'd say?" And I said, "This is my house," because we were here. And I just thought, I never thought I'd say that, really.
And it is, you're right, it's your house,
Yeah.
and it's something to be so proud of.
Exactly, it's even more important for me to make it my own, you know, for the reason that, you know, this is like a new start for me and the children, and it's just something I never thought I'd end up doing.
When we first saw this house, it was a shell, with damp walls and even running water under the floorboards.
The living room and kitchen were pure boxes with no features or designs at all.
Now it has been completely refurbished into the stylish, warm family home that Paula dreamed of.
By sourcing a second-hand kitchen on eBay, Paula has created a warm, welcoming space for £400, a fraction of the usual cost.
But the biggest change is in the utility room, where Paula took our advice to turn it from a cavernous, empty box into a decent-sized space for washer, dryer and sink, with a sleek modern shower room to the side. When Paula bought this house, the upstairs was in dire need of modernisation, with the smallest, cramped bathroom you could imagine.
And now Paula has created a warm, inviting shower room.
Well, we did speak to 3 different estate agents,
Okay.
and the average value for this house is £317,000.
You're joking.
No.
Really?
That means you have made £78,000 profit.
Oh my God. I just didn't expect that. Wow, that's amazing. And it's not about the money, but wow.
That is 33%.
That's all down to my dad. He's done such a good job.
Corporate lawyer Sana bought this 3-bed fixer-upper 6 months ago with advice from her dad.
We viewed loads of houses before this, and each time I always found that they were probably overpriced for what you were finding. I'd be spending so much on the purchase, I wouldn't even have much left over to make the house my own.
This is like a time warp.
Yeah. I've got to say, the house is bad from the outside, but it's very bad from the inside.
Yep.
Do you reckon that's damp? That looks like that's damp, doesn't it?
It needs to be addressed, that's for sure. I can't see any plug sockets anywhere.
No. And no radiators. Old.
So radiators, central heating.
Yes. Plug sockets, electrics. The fact that she's only got 30K and I've only seen this room damp, it looks like a leak's come down from the roof. That's something that has to be checked out.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not anything sinister.
Hopefully not.
Damp in upstairs rooms can be a warning sign that there's a problem with the roof or guttering. If not fixed, the ongoing water damage could cost thousands to repair further down the line.
I love a challenge.
You can see I'm a difficult one, can't you?
No, but it's fine. That's why we're here to help you. I mean, definitely open this up. Without a doubt, I would take that wall down because your kitchen is tiny.
Yeah.
Make it a lot more open plan. I do think that's a load-bearing wall. Costs to take down a load-bearing wall can be anywhere from $12.50 to $17.50. And then also you have to get the steel joint as well, which could cost you up to max around £1,000. So definitely speak to someone about that because it could be quite costly.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's money well spent.
Honestly, sometimes I'm just like, how is this ever going to be a kitchen?
I've got to say, though, when you're doing a renovation for yourself, it feels so much more stressful.
Yeah.
And there are going to be times when you'll just want to cry.
Yeah.
But it will be so worth it in the end because
Yeah.
this now looks like a nightmare, but you'll be so proud of yourself once it's done.
That was a lovely pep talk until you said it looks like a nightmare.
But we've got to be honest, it does look like a nightmare.
There's like a couple of times where I'm just like, why didn't I buy a house that I was ready to move into? But I think it'll be worth it in the end because it will look better than any of those houses that would have just been ready to move into. We had the plastering done. On closer inspection, it wasn't done to like a good standard. So I think what I've learned is that we were so focused on getting the price down and using like the cheaper builders, like we weren't thinking about maybe their skill set and the quality.
Yeah.
So actually it's now costed us more to get good plasterers in, and we've got a new team in that's got more of a manpower so that they can move quicker.
So you sacked your previous builders?
Yeah, he'd tell us a date and then it would be like 2 weeks on and it's like, why is that not done yet?
You took a stand.
Yeah.
And it was something that had to be done.
Yeah.
So well done.
18 weeks ago, this 1930s terrace was run down and in desperate need of some attention.
The hallway was dated and the living room was suffering with damp.
Now the house has had a total makeover, as Sana has worked tirelessly to update every room. When Sana first bought this house, the bathroom was dingy and dated, featuring an old-fashioned water heater. Now, the modern family bathroom has brought the space right up to date. The smallest third bedroom was an afterthought, with more damp and cracked walls.
Following our advice, Sana has transformed it into a light and bright home office, complete with background feature wall for video calls, perfect for working from home. What did it cost to get this?
I almost don't want to tell you. We actually blew the budget out of the ocean. So we actually ended up spending £73,000 on the house.
73.
Yeah.
So you went over by 33 grand.
Yeah, but a lot of that went into the fact that we had to sack cheaper trades and get in higher quality trades who were charging a lot more, but by that point I was just fed up. I wanted like the good finish. So we probably doubled down on labour in a few areas, particularly the plastering.
We did get 3 different estate agents to come in and value your property, and the average was £377,000.
Oh my God.
Just under, so you've made around £24,000 profit.
Wow, I was not expecting that at all.
That's a 6.7% profit on your investment.
That is amazing. I want to do it again.
You sure?
Tomorrow. Yeah.